job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Taking it the other way. At the 20. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Motion from the offense. Trying to punch it in. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Here comes the two-point try.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Buying some time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Third and short now from their own 48. The corners are walked up tight. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. The sure hands, it's Bailey. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Mustangs have moved it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Getting some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Looking for space to the left. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Parrish. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
31, SMU 14.
And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Jennings. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Fires into traffic, picked off.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
Good timing on the quick out. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The give to the back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loaded.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect.
Fires toward the end zone. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, SMU.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3's coming soon.
Gets it out quickly. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Bentley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 34, SMU 20.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Dart. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dart. He'll take a deep shot here. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Daniels. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. Going up top on 1st down. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Shake just destroying his way through the field. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets pressure. To the air. It's Jennings. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Going for 6. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense working from the pistol. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give as they work on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. back to throw. It's Dart. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time.